piano a forte, soft and loud. And you could see how the music has already changed because the piano has changed. You could also see that with the capabilities of the piano, there was now a lot of ability to give pauses, to give gaps. And some of this also fitted with the simplicity, balance, and grace that came with understanding neoclassicism. Now, another significant event happened. 1774 was when the sonata was written. In 1764, a curious engineer called James Watt noticed steam in a kettle. And that was the start of the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution started to change the way in which things were fabricated. Now, the piano is a machine. So the ability to make machines became better. And that ability to make machines began to reflect in the schools of Vienna, of piano making, the English school, which looked at the workmanship of the metal, and the Viennese school, which looked at the design. Johann Andreas Stein in 1777 started to produce some of the finest instruments that were then being played by some of these musicians. And the style of action, the Viennese action, where the hammer, when you press it, comes straight down on the strings, blocks it off, and you get this sound that evolved during this time. It went on till 1905, but in the meanwhile, music was continuing to evolve for a very simple reason. That simple reason was that Europe went through the Napoleonic Wars, and suddenly kings had no more money. First, the church were the patrons, then the kings were the patrons, now the kings had no money. So what did you do? You had to be really good, because the only people who could support you were the aristocracy and the public. And among the first superstars of that was Franz Schubert, a young man, sensitive almost to a fault, born at the turn of the century, 1797, died at a very young age of 31. But what he did was that he expanded piano music to the range of emotions. He was perhaps among the first of these so-called romantic composers, people who did not produce craft, who crafted emotions. His impromptu, Opus 90, number 3, in G-flat major.